social media, mental health, it doesn't belong there. You take it out the equation. Hey my loves, welcome back to the channel. Also, welcome back to another episode of this series that I'm creating on my channel. If this is your first time visiting my channel, hello, welcome. Make sure you subscribe before leaving though, okay? If not checked out my last video, it's also related to this series. It's on mindfulness, so make sure you guys check that out before watching this one, or you can watch it after, whatever you prefer, it doesn't really matter. This video today is about social media versus mental health. I'm going to give you guys some tea, okay, on how social media affects that. So first thing I'm going to tell you guys is how to know if you're actually addicted to social media, why you might be addicted, negative effects of social media on your mental health, other ideas that you can turn to if social media is like literally all you do, some other ideas or some other things that you can do that don't include social media, how to know you're addicted to social media. If you wake up in the morning and the first thing you do is check your phone, you're probably addicted to social media. I do this, okay? So I'm not, let me just disclaim myself right now. I'm not trying to say that any of these things I don't do. I'm a social media addict. This is why I'm making this video, because we are growing together. We are growing as one, okay? Second thing, you check your phone while using the bathroom. Now, this is like a weird thing, but that's another thing. If you use the bathroom and while you're using the bathroom, you're scrolling on your phone, that's a sign you're addicted to social media. Third thing, you open apps to kill time every 20 minutes or so. Now I know I'm not the only one who literally, you're doing your homework or you're doing something and you check your phone, you put it down, you get back to doing what you're doing. You stop for a second, you check your phone again. This, I honestly don't know, because I don't even notice it, but then I'm like, wait, I just checked my phone and I just went to this app and nothing was in there, so why did I just go back to this app? The fourth thing is you want to see what other people are up to. You hear this and you might say, no, why would I care about what other people are doing? But you obviously do care if you're scrolling on social media, looking at other people's pages, zooming in on their pictures, like, ooh, what's that? Like, ooh, who's that in the background? Or like looking through people's Snap stories and like, ooh, she with him, oh my God. Like, you clearly are interested in what other people are doing. So those are all the signs that you might be addicted to social media. If you hit at least, what I get for, if you hit at least 2 things that I said, you're probably addicted, but that's okay, because what we're going to do right now, we're detoxing social media, okay? I'm going to help you detox, and I'm going to help you rid of all that. I'm actually trying this little mini experiment myself where I do a social media cleanse for 7 days. So I started this yesterday. It basically, instead of doing no social media at all, because I know I'd probably like lose, doing only 30 minutes a day that I can do any social media. So like that includes Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. I didn't include YouTube only because I actually use YouTube for informational purposes. I didn't include YouTube or Pinterest, which I probably should have included Pinterest, because all that I've been on these past 2 days is Pinterest. But I don't know, I don't count Pinterest as a social media. It is social media, but you can't really socialize. So I think the main social media apps and the worst ones, the worst one I feel like is Instagram. I'll give you that tea on that in a little bit. Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat are the 3 things that I put a timer on my phone for 30 minutes a day. Those are the only things that I have a limit on. So my phone will like notify me when my 30 minutes is up, and then I can't go back into that app unless I say ignore limit, but then that's bad on my behalf, because then I'm not really doing the challenge or the experiment correctly. So the next topic I'm going to get into is the reason why you are addicted to social media. The main reason here is dopamine. What dopamine is, if you don't know, it's a pleasure chemical in your brain that literally goes off when you are pleasured. Eating, when you're drinking alcohol, when you're other things that bring you pleasure, whatever. Like checking social media is one of those things. So when you are checking social media, you get these dopamine signals which are telling your brain, ooh, I like this, keep on going. Yeah. So you continue to check social media. Well, let's say you post a picture and you close out the app, boom, you start getting likes, comments, likes. You're like, oh my God, oh my God. This releases dopamine when you're getting those likes and those comments, and then you go to the app, you check it, and then boom, that kind of feeds into your addiction, because you're continually checking to see who liked your picture, to see who commented on your picture, to see who shared your picture, to see who's texting you. Like, you're constantly feeding into that. You get what I'm saying? And that's feeding into the addiction. Now we're gonna get into the negative effects of social media and the actual things, the reason why it's bad. Because to be honest with you, social media is not just bad at like just a terrible thing. It actually has a lot of positive things, which I'm pretty sure everyone knows. The negative side of social media, I feel like not a lot of people bring light to because they try to ignore it maybe, or they try to say, okay, that's your fault if you want to be addicted, but really it isn't. Comparison, number one. When you are on Instagram, I feel like Instagram is the worst social media app, and the app that really feeds into this, I'm hot, because you're comparing your life to other people's. Now, you might not just do this off the spot or consciously, but subconsciously, what you do when you see these people like traveling or going to nice places, or doing things, and you're literally in your bed with your glasses on, hair messed up, and you're just looking like a bum, and you're scrolling, you're looking at people like, oh, I wish I was doing that right now. The toxic thing about Instagram is that people don't share their downs. People don't share the fact that they're going through something. People don't share the fact that they're sick. People don't share those things. So you're only seeing the good side. You can't compare your life to that, because you don't know what they did before that. You don't know what they did after that picture. You don't know what is happening behind closed doors. So you can't really compare your life to an imaginary thing, but it is lowering your self-esteem, and it is making you compare your life to that, and you're thinking that yours is worse, when in reality they probably have the same life you have. They're just posting the good side of it. Trying to keep an image. Now, a lot of people, like, this is kind of the same thing. So people, like, on social media, they post the good things, they post themselves with makeup, they post themselves, all happy and all lit up, but in reality they're not like that at all. They're trying to keep an image for social media so that other people think that they are usually this way, showing everything. You're not telling the whole story, so people may falsify what you actually are and think that you're always this person, when in reality you're not ever that person, or rarely that person. You're addicted to compliments. This is very, very interesting, because I know that me personally, when I get certain compliments, I'm like, oh my gosh, she is so nice, she just called me pretty, and like, you know what I'm saying? But you can't let the compliments really like boost you up. You get too many compliments and you don't have that balance of that nice little balance of humility, I guess you want to say, and you're just not super humble, then you can take that and you can just run with it. So then you depend on those compliments for your self-esteem and for your own confidence, which you shouldn't do. You should automatically know that you're pretty, and you should automatically know deep in your heart that you're gorgeous and that you're beautiful and that you're worthy of everything that comes to you. Don't feed in too much into the compliments that people are saying about you, because yes, that's nice. Be thankful, be grateful, of course. Don't be snobby and be like, I know. But just know deep inside that you know already. You didn't need that to boost your mood, okay? It's not real life. This is the one thing I hate about social media, is when I go on Twitter and but this is the thing that makes you addicted, like reading all these, what is it called on Twitter? Thread. It's a thread. I hate this. This is like the most annoying thing, is when you go on Twitter and you see these threads of so many things, and there's arguments, just literally arguments upon arguments upon arguments over stuff. And the fact is, it's not real life. I'm pretty, like, almost 100% sure that if someone was in real life and someone else made an argument, those people would not be replying like they are, because I feel like over the phone they have more freedom to say what they want to say. No one is going to actually show up to your door and want to fight you if you say something ignorant. People feel like they have more boundaries to overstep when they're on social media rather than in person. So just know that it's not real life, so you can't take everything to heart. You read too deep into text messages, when in reality they could have been washing the dishes. That's why they didn't text you back, but you're thinking they're texting somebody else or just something crazy. Or maybe you're sliding into someone's DMs and you're trying to, get their number or something, and they don't text back, but they read the message. You might think, she doesn't want to give me her number, but in reality, maybe she was busy. Maybe she dropped her phone. Maybe she broke her phone. People don't think of those possible reasons, but they could be. Okay? You ever notice that when you're done scrolling on social media, you're just in this real weird mood? You're just like, you're not sad, but you're not like, happy or nothing. You're just like, like, I don't know, but it puts you in a weird mood. It puts you in a negative mood, and just the overload of social media itself is, y'all, it's real toxic, okay? It's toxic. It affects your sleep. Sleep is very important, and it's one of the reasons why people have all these psychological problems, I feel like, because they don't get enough sleep. One of the reasons why they don't get enough sleep is the fact that the screen time that they are enduring throughout the day and also before they go to bed is very high. During your screen time, have that night shift mode. That's really helpful. It takes out the blue light in your phone when you are about to get ready for bed, so that your brain doesn't, you know, detect that and think, oh, it's time to wake up. Because when your brain sees blue light, that's what it thinks. So it kind of warms your phone more, so that, you know, you don't have to be all up in the middle of the night and not getting sleep. Now I have a statistic here to show you guys just how important social media affects your mental health. APA has done this research. If you don't know what the APA is, it's the American Psychological Association. Research from them has shown an increase in negative psychological problems or symptoms to those born after 1995. What's a coincidence, you might say? The greatest spike of symptoms occurred in 2011, which is the same exact year that social media started to take off. Common sense. Social media, mental health, it doesn't belong there. You take it out the equation. Oh, last but not least, I'm gonna give you guys some other ideas to do if you guys like, okay, well, if I don't have social media, what should I do? Everything is virtual. Everything you look at is just virtual and imaginary, and you're not looking at the real world anymore. You're not having enough face-to-face time with other people or interactions. And this can also be a reason that a lot of people have social anxieties, because they don't get enough interaction with other people. They interact online, but they don't interact in person. So they don't know how to interact anymore, which is sad as hell, to be honest. Some other ideas, I'm just gonna list them off because this video is getting super long and I don't want it to be too long. Journaling. I'm actually gonna do a separate video in this series on journaling, how to journal, and some prompt ideas, because this honestly is a really good idea and it helps a lot with when you're bored and you want to do something. Journal, write some stuff down, okay? Number 2, read a book. I have been reading this book on Audible. It's called, everybody knows what it is. You Are a Badass. That's what it's called, by Jen Sincero. If you have not read it already, I definitely recommend it, because she gives a lot of great tips, a lot of great advice, and I just love reading self-help and self-development books. So ever since I've been on this little social media cleanse, I'm on like chapter 17, and it's only been like 2 days throughout the cleanse. So it's all I've been doing. Like before I go to bed, I listen to the book on Audible. Like that's all I've been doing. Go to the gym, draw if you like to draw, or if you want to, you know, start drawing, you should draw. I love to draw. I don't always do it, but when I do, you know, I'll be in my zone, okay? Crochet / knit. I actually used to crochet a lot while I was younger. I used to watch YouTube videos. I can remember this. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. I used to watch YouTube videos on how to crochet different things, like how to single stitch, double stitch. It was double, and it was a whole bunch of other different names. And I used to go to the crafting store, buy my yarn, buy my crochet needles. I think I'm gonna start getting back into that, because I can remember like how soothing and how therapeutic that was for me. So crocheting or knitting, it's a hobby, honey, and it's a good one. It's very fun. Start a side hustle, meditate, declutter your room or any room in your house, and find a hobby. So these are all the tips that I have, all the information I have on social media versus mental health. I hope I didn't talk too fast, because I know I'm a fast talker and I'm trying to like not do that. So if you guys enjoyed this second episode of self-development, I don't know if that's what I'm gonna call it though. I hope you guys enjoyed this second episode of my self-development series. If you guys aren't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up, and if you enjoyed watching it, make sure you share it with your friends and anybody who you feel like could use this video. I will see you guys in my next video. Have a great day, my loves.
Young Tarzan beat.